Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Rise.
Inside joke.
Hello, everybody. hello. Welcome to The Rise. I'm here with one of my hosts, Andre Ross,
Hello, I'm Andre. That's okay. Look, that's it.
and
Hi, I'm Avery.
we just want to welcome you here. Before we get started, Andre's going to go through some announcements.
Am I? we're playing reverse roles here. Anyways, well, you want me to do the announcement?
Of course.
I'll do the announcement. Well, so welcome to The Rise. If you guys have anything you'd like to share with us, you can always share it on on our email address at wbicstudents@gmail.com. Also, we are on Instagram. You can follow us on WBIC Youth.
Not WBIC.
Oh, sorry. Welland BIC Youth. Thank you. You can tell he's a pro at it. And obviously on our YouTube channel, WBIC Students. Also to let you know, we like being safe here. And we are all 6 feet apart from each other. Actually, more than that. If I lay on this table, I can't touch Caleb. And I'm about 6 feet.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's just. All right.
Thank goodness.
How did I do there, Caleb? Did I do a good enough
Yeah,
job?
not bad.
Yeah.
How did I do?
Oh, not too bad either. Not too bad. All right, so we're gonna jump right on in. Hey, Chloe. So welcome, guys, to The Rise. If you guys are new to this and it seems kind of strange, it's because it is. All right, we just did some reversal roles and we took each other's roles to see how.
We're all a team here.
Yeah,
Just backing each other up. So if we're having a giggle fest or a giggle fit, we can fill in for each other.
It's the Holy Spirit just making us laugh, right, Avery?
Yes.
All right, so let's see who do we have here tonight. We just want to give a quick shout out to Lauren and Adela, Jocelyn. Who else do we have here? We have Chloe. Hey, Chloe, what's up? She knows what I mean by that. There you go. I think they had a few new goats, or do they call them baby? What is a baby goat? A lamb?
No, that's a sheep. That's a baby sheep.
I don't know. It's late. It's been a long day. Hey, we have Ronan and Wyatt. We have Obi. What up, Brian? We have Isaiah, Xavier. Who else? Brady. Did I miss that? Ava. What's up? If any of you guys are new and you just want to say your name or your first name, whatever, we just want to give you a shout out because we love y'all. So one new kid. Who is the one new kid? Johnson says one new kid. All right. Oh, a kid. That's right. A baby goat is a kid.
Oh,
I should have known that. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Huh.
So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into our game, right?
Yes.
Tonight. You guys have a chance. We've upped the pot. $15 gift card. Well, 2 cards that make $15.
Yes,
10
one is
and $5.
$10, one is $5.
So the $5 one is for yourself. And the $10 one you can take
for your leaders,
like a leader, or
us.
Caleb or Avery.
You know we get tired doing this show.
No,
and
we don't.
We do it all for you. No, we love doing this. We don't need any thanks or coffee or anything like that.
Yeah.
But today we're actually going to talk about giving.
Are we?
No.
All right, so we're going to jump in a game that we've been playing. We're going to come up with some new games coming up very soon, right? But this seems to be a very popular one. So, would you rather?
Here we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Wait.
Okay, you want me to do it again?
No, I got this.
Yeah, you got this? Okay.
Today we are going to play Would You Rather. So buckle your seatbelts as we get to know each other through a series of questions.
I love it. If you guys like that one, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Hopefully more thumbs up. All
No,
right?
no, no. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't give a thumbs down.
Well,
That
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
If you don't like it, thumbs down. All right. So, would you rather be friends with Superman
Mm.
or Supergirl or Spider-Man or Spider-Girl?
Why isn't it Superwoman? Like it's
Yeah,
Superman.
it makes sense to me.
Superwoman?
Probably because they have Wonder Woman. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But you're right. It should be Superwoman.
Seems a little weird.
Seems
A
very
little
weird.
fishy.
Yeah. Oh, Amber says, "Hey, Amber." Amber says, "Thumbs down." So we're gonna play it again. We'll do it again sometime in
Okay.
the show
We'll do it.
because
Oh.
we love Amber. Oh, Amber as well, and she's a staunch Caleb supporter. We definitely have to do it
Oh,
again
two
today.
thumbs down.
Meh.
You can't make them all happy, you know? But you know what? We're called to forgive,
Yeah.
and we're called to give grace to those who have hurt us.
Oh, Chloe likes it. There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
Chloe
go.
likes it. Two thumbs up, two thumbs down. So let's see.
Say, Livy.
Ronan
Livy.
says Spider-Man. Ava says Supergirl.
Wait, so it's either Superman or Superwoman, Supergirl.
Yeah, if you want to meet a guy
Or
version
the
of the girl
spider
Or
version?
the spider version.
Okay, okay.
Oh, my mom
Interesting.
says Supergirl.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Jocelyn says Supergirl. Let's see. Ember says, what's the question? Okay, the question is, would you rather meet or be friends, like best buds with Superman or Spider-Man or the girl version, Superwoman or Supergirl or Spider-Woman? I
Or
don't know.
Spider-Man.
Or
Either or.
Spider-Girl.
The spider version or
Or
the super
Superman
version.
Yeah. So
Superman
whether-
version?
or the super,
Super
version.
version.
Yeah. So it's are you a DC or are you a Marvel?
True. Very true.
All right, we have some good ones here. She is called Supergirl because she is a teenager. Good point. Thanks for bringing that. That's a good point. Superman didn't become Superman until he was an adult. From Mrs. Gibson. I did not know you were a super nerd, Mrs. Gibson.
Sorry if I was laughing out of context. I just read Lawrence and she said Superman.
Superman.
So like you know. You know. Wow.
Yeah, I know, eh?
I'm right here.
Isaiah said Spider-Man. Then he could hook me up with one of those radioactive spiders.
True.
That's a good point. If
True.
he can hook you up and you can become your own spider
Yeah,
person.
because isn't like Superman or Superwoman or whatever, or like going back to the Superman thing, because there's a lot more history in the comic books and stuff
Yeah.
like that about him. He came from a planet,
Yes.
and like that's just who he is.
Yes.
Just like I'm Dutch, he's
You can't help it, huh?
I can't help it. Where the Spider-Man though, like he was actually created into the Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
So there's-
became,
Yeah.
yeah. So we all could be our own spider
That's a
people.
good point. I like that point a lot.
A spider Avery. you
Very
know?
good point.
All right, so let's see what other takes we have on here. Oh yes, superhero movies. we love nerds. I think that's what Justin meant. I'm a super nerd too. I was a nerd in school, always getting the.
What kind of nerd were you?
I was a cool nerd though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a cool nerd?
Hey, my wife was pretty, popular in college, and I was a cool nerd. All right, and I was pretty popular in my own rights.
Sure.
She would say otherwise. If you throw a Dutch Willie.
Dutchman Willie.
Dutchman, what's a Dutchman Willie? I hope it's some clean, because I just
I don't know.
repeated it.
I don't really.
I will just leave it there. So for Spider-Man, does this count for the other Spider-Man or the original? Whichever
Ooh.
Spider-Man. It's
Oh.
up to you. That's a
Man,
good
she
point.
is. She knows her stuff.
Yeah, Melissa is nerding it up.
She knows. Okay.
Nerding it up. I didn't know you were that cool, Melissa, but you're cool. All right.
in
so
your own way.
In your own way. Right. So Caleb, Superman or the super person or the spider person?
It's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think they both like with great power comes great responsibility.
So you're leaning towards Spider-Man.
I don't really know. Like the thing is, I think I would go more the Spider-Man route
Yeah.
because I feel like Superman, he just he doesn't know how we feel. Where I feel Spider-Man, like he was one of us,
Mm-hmm.
and then he changed into
Mhm,
Spider-Man.
mhm,
So I feel like he's a lot more he knows what
Relatable.
we're
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
through
Okay.
and what we actually need. So I
Yeah.
feel like just
a
for
good
that
point.
reason.
That's a good point. All right. How
not,
about you?
not to go
Avery?
too deep.
Oh no, not at all. How about you, Avery?
Uh, probably Spidey power.
Spidey power.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
I think
okay,
it-
okay, okay.
Because be like bungee jumping. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I want to try bungee
You know
jumping.
what? I thought I think I mean, I am all Marvel. I even worked for Marvel Adventure City with Spider-Man. I'm a Marvel guy,
Nerd.
heart through and through. But I think in this case, I would totally go for Superman.
Really? Why?
Why?
He's like, I mean, there's a debate between
super?
Hulk and Superman, but he's super.
I
Like,
thought it was Batman and Superman.
no, but like if the two
What
were
are you
to
trying
battle,
to say?
because
Well,
Superman and
like,
Hulk.
I thought they'd talk about Batman versus Superman. Like,
No,
there's
but
a
I'm
movie
talking
about it.
Marvel. Why are you making this complicated? Marvel versus
I'm just
DC.
saying. I'm just saying.
So I
From
think
all the debates I've had, it's Batman versus Superman.
yes, I
but-
know, but if you were to mesh the Marvel and DC,
That's
world,
what I mean, though.
it would be Hulk versus because
Eh.
Batman is DC,
Oh yeah, okay.
right? That's what I meant.
I see what you're getting at now,
Uh-huh.
and I apologize.
You don't need to
I
apologize.
misunderstood. Okay.
All right, what's going on here? So huge nerd. My wife is calling me a huge nerd.
I thought it would be like Iron Man versus Superman
Oh.
I think Iron Man would,
because he can
would-
fly.
Yeah, but I
he's
think
very
he would-
strong.
I think he will battle Batman because they're both rich and both super smart.
Wow, just rich people have to fight each other.
Yes.
Huh.
Anyway, we've gone on too long with this topic. Next,
As usual.
would you rather go bungee jumping
Oh.
or go
Hmm.
on the tallest roller coaster?
Easy.
Oh.
Bungee jumping or tallest roller coaster?
Easy, but we'll see what
everyone else says?
everyone else has to say. And then
That's a hard one.
hmm Bungee jumping or the tallest roller coaster? What would you pick? Let's see. They both lost their parents too.
Oh,
good one, Isaiah.
relatable.
Very relatable. They both
Relatable.
lost their yeah, and then he lost
Boom.
his uncle on top of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, Batman lost his parents too.
Yes.
Didn't they all?
Did they?
I
Anyway,
don't know.
we're moving. on.
Spider-Man lost his uncle
and his parents.
and his parents.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
lost a lot.
Superman lost his parents.
Yep.
Did
Oh,
the
and
Hulk?
Spider-Man lost Gwen.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah.
Gwen.
Oh man, that's a lot of relatability right
Man,
there.
all
Okay,
the
I don't know. I would freak out on either one. Gotta pick one, Ember.
I appreciate the honesty, though. You know,
Oh, they're both freaky,
Mm.
right?
we're here about honesty, so I appreciate that honest answer.
Mrs. Gibson says I would volunteer to hold all the backpacks. Not a good answer. You gotta
But
pick one.
as someone who's gone to Canada's Wonderland multiple times, it is freaky just leaving your backpack in one of those cubby things.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that person.
Is it lockable?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them they'll like slide it and like they'll lock it in
Okay.
between the runs.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you have like a fanny pack, can't you wear that on the ride? Some of them, from what I
I just
remember.
don't like wearing a fanny pack
Well,
because I'm from the age where that's not cool. But the kids these days like it. So
my mom just bought a fanny pack, so
there you go. There you
Jocelyn
go.
says neither. I guess I can pass out and miss the roller coaster ride. Isaiah says bungee jumping. Ava says tallest roller coaster. Okay. All right. Any other choices? A lot of people opting out. The whole point of this game is to pick one or the other. All right. Not pick one. So Chloe says bungee jumping. Ronan says bungee jumping.
It's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not expect that many bungee jumpers.
Yeah. Roller coaster from Ember. I guess I would just throw up. Anyways. Well, then you definitely want to throw up when you're bungee jumping. As soon as you hit that past
But
point of the
at
return.
least like the puke would just go down.
Yeah. Whereas in a roller coaster, you're
It's-
messing it up for
It
everybody.
is right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like it goes
True.
like this. It goes here.
Yeah, it goes right.
It goes like this, and then right back at you.
And then what doesn't
Or-
hit you hits everyone else.
Yeah, or you go like this. Here's a pro tip. If you are gonna puke, turn your head sideways, because
Yeah.
then it goes all backwards at the person behind you.
And then they'll beat you up. All right. Adela says bungee jumping.
Gotta live on the edge.
Interesting. Ava says, can we do both? Sure, why not? But you can't do none.
Yeah.
That's bad English, by the way. Brady says bungee jumping. Okay, so Amber. Avery, how about you?
I would want to do both.
Well, sorry, you're one of the hosts, so you can't do both.
I think if for the roller coaster, you can do it with friends.
Mm.
Good
So
point. Man, you guys are just knocking
I think
it out
maybe I would lean towards that one.
of the park. A roller coaster.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do want to do both.
Fair
but
enough.
I would
Fair
rather
enough.
How
do it
about
with
you?
other people.
Caleb.
He's having problems with names today. I would 100% do a roller coaster. I love roller coasters. Canada's Wonderland, if you haven't heard, they're hoping to open next month in stage
July
2.
7th, yeah.
Ooh.
Which I saw that and I was super stoked because I love roller coasters.
Yeah.
But I do not like all of a sudden like very sudden drops and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
so, for example, like that one tower where they lift you up and then just drop you.
Mhm.
Not a fan of that, but I will do any roller coaster.
Yeah.
And even like the bat, if you know Canada's Wonderland, the bat where like you go backwards through the thing
Oh, no.
and
no,
forwards through
no,
the
thank
thing.
you.
I love
What?
it.
No,
That's
thank you.
actually my starter roller coaster to
It's
start
called
the
the
day.
bat.
The bat. It's a good one. It's a good warm up.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I'm leaning towards it, but I've never done it, but I think I'll have fun because I
Wait,
always.
bungee jumping?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I want to, but I want to skydive. My wife won't
There's
let
a
me.
skydiving place
Oh, I know.
not too far from here.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Jocelyn?
Wainfleet?
Skydiving. I want to do it.
Is Wainfleet? There's one.
Closest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
almost
hope
did it
one
once.
day to be able to pack my own backpack and jump out of a plane.
You mean
You see,
parachute?
she says, no, I can't go.
I mean, it's great that you can pack a backpack. I can pack a backpack, but it'd be
You
good
know
to
what I
pack a
mean.
parachute.
A parachute. That's what I mean. A backpack. It's been a long day. Okay. Do we have time for one more? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
I mean, no, but yeah.
Okay. Would you rather go ski or ice skating or tobogganing? Jocelyn says, "I need you alive." It's very
He
simple.
won't talk back if he's dead.
That is true. So, would you rather go ice skating or tobogganing? Dun, dun, dun.
That's a harder one.
We're going to wrap up on that one when we get everyone answered. And we just so you guys know, we're going to be turning to Daniel chapter 6 to talk about tonight's message.
And we will get back to your answers after a few short messages. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Oh, Lauren's going.
Lawrence. Bye, Lauren.
Lauren is actually at work, so she's tuning in while she's at
That's
work.
dedication right there.
So that's why she's leaving. It's not because she hates me.
So, no answers yet. Okay, tobogganing
got-
from Ember. Ronan says tobogganing. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see what else everyone else. Ice skating or tobogganing? Would you rather go ice skating or tobogganing? Ice skating because snow in the face when wearing glasses
Oh.
stinks.
Oh, that's true.
True that.
True, very
Yeah.
true. Much wisdom. Not only is she a wise nerd, she's a wise nerd. That's
I
what
find
she
like
is.
it's almost more fun though when you can't see.
No, it's not.
Have you ever hit a tree while tobogganing? It's not a good feeling.
I have, but like it just adds a little,
Yeah.
wonder to it.
I've hit a
I
car
don't
while
know.
tobogganing, like a parked car.
Wow.
Just fun.
Into it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone was
Wow.
sitting inside.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brady
wow.
says skating. Isaiah says ice skating. Adela says none. Sorry, I know why. She hates the cold. But that's not a good answer, Adela. You need to say one or the other. White says tobogganing. Brady said skating. Okay. Any more? Ava says sledding. I guess that counts. Tobogganing, sledding. Close enough. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here? Tobogganing from Ronan. How about you, Avery? Skating or tobogganing?
Well, I do like both,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely, I probably like tobogganing more.
Okay.
I grew up down the street from a hill.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay,
Yes.
all right. All
Grew
right.
up
So you did a
tobogganing.
lot of skating.
no.
How about you, Caleb? Tobogganing or skating?
That's really tricky. Like, I love snowboarding.
Yeah.
But that's not tobogganing. That's the thing.
No, it's not.
I do. Oh, it's so difficult.
You can try doing that on a toboggan, but standing up
I've done it. It's not the same.
probably more painful.
I'd probably do skating.
Skating, huh? Oh.
I do like tobogganing, but out of the like they're pretty equal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I like them probably the same. But if I was gonna choose one over the other, I'd probably, because I feel like with tobogganing, it's like it's a lot of a work. It's a huge workout to get to walk up the hill afterwards. It's like
yeah.
like you have to ride. You get like a short time that you go down the hill, and then you have to walk up it, which takes forever.
Yeah.
And then you get like the short ride again, and then you walk up and you're like, okay, I'm done after this run. Especially when you get older, okay? You do
All right.
not have the cardio you used to have.
Hey, I like tobogganing and I like to exercise. So, oh, by the way, bye, Adela. See you next time. So, I'm tobogganing. You know why? You can toboggan
Your
almost
team
anywhere.
tobogganing.
Team
You
tobogganing.
can't though. Not
Well, so long as there's a
everywhere.
hill. We
Yeah,
can't
a
ice
good
skate on the
hill.
Well, you can get a big dog and tie it up and it will pull
Ooh.
you.
Oh, you can borrow one of my dogs.
Yes, you should see Avery's dog. It's a monster.
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
It is a
It's
literally.
a bear.
People cross
One of
the
these
street
days,
when
we will show you a picture of it,
Yes.
and you'll be surprised. It's
I
like-
have a picture of it right now.
Yeah, but we want to show it on the screen, nice and cool. So we'll
Oh.
show you next
next
time.
week.
Yes.
Maybe if you're
His
here.
name is Boaz.
Are you here?
Oh, I'm not here next week.
Okay, the
Aw,
next time.
man.
The next time.
He's a sweetheart, but he's huge.
Here's a pro tip though for tobogganing. Take a garbage bag,
Mm-hmm.
cut 2 holes in the bottom of it, and then wear it like shorts,
Okay.
and then you spray like the butt side
Uh-huh.
with Pam,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
then you could just slide on your butt down the hill.
but it's hard
Oh.
though if the snow is packed.
But if you really like take a run for it, you
Yeah.
can go real quick.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh man, it was good.
All
That's what we did back
right.
when I was in youth group.
We don't only teach you about the word, we teach you about life.
Life hacks.
Life hacks. All right. Oh, Jocelyn says your dog is huge and adorable. So can we, if we get
Aw.
another dog, if by some slim chance we do get another dog, Jocelyn, maybe we get a big dog like that. I know what she's going to say. Anyway, let's grab our Bibles. We're going to jump into the Word
La
for the
biblioteca.
next part. We're turning to Daniel chapter 6. So I'm going to give you guys all of 10 seconds because you should have your Bible already. All right, we're going to turn to Daniel Daniel chapter 6. We're going to talk about Daniel and the lion's den. We're going to learn some stuff about we're getting a dog. No, we're not getting a dog. Right? I said if by some slim chance we were to, it would be a big dog.
She's like, so you're saying there's a chance?
No, there's no chance. No.
I'll go dog hunting with you, Jocelyn.
No.
Dog hunting?
Well, not hunting, but like on the search for a dog.
Avery would be
That came
fired
out wrong.
before she goes dog hunting or shopping with
Fired?
you.
I don't think that's a good.
In other
Anyways.
words, I'm trying to say ain't gonna happen. All right. So yes, we're looking at Daniel chapter 6, and we're going to talk about Daniel and the lion's den. Now we've heard this story many a time. I'm sure you've heard it, Caleb, and you, Avery, have heard it. But we're going to look at some key things that kind of stood out to me when when don't antagonize the situation, Caleb. When we look at this story. All right, so let's jump on in. So I'm going to just give a quick, summary of the story, and then we're going to kind of break it apart. So here we have, Daniel, and last week we talked about the 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, which were their Babylonian names. They had other names, Azariah, Michael, or something like that. But now we're talking about Daniel. So Daniel and all of these guys were taken from Jerusalem because Babylon went in and they defeated Jerusalem, or Israel, and they took them as captives. And what they did back in the day, they would take these some of their elite or their the smartest. They would train them in the ways of Babylon, and then they would if you were smart enough or bright enough or whatever the case may be, they would make you leaders. So here we have Daniel, and Daniel really stood out, right? The king really liked him, and he was putting him above all the other leaders, even the leaders that were from that country, which was very, very unusual because, back in those days, countrymen would defend countrymen. They're like, no, I'm not going to let someone that was a captive rule the country, right? But Daniel stood out so much. So these guys became jealous. And, they wanted to find a way to
peanut butter and jealous.
Yeah, peanut butter and jealous. Right? They wanted a way to get rid of Daniel. Here's this guy, who he thinks he is. He's coming in and making us look bad and running the show kind of thing, second in command to the king. And they lied to the king. And they said, hey, you know what? What we need to do, and we all are in agreement of this, what we need to do is put a law out there that if anyone prays to anyone else other than you, king, they should be thrown into the lion's den. And the king said, oh, okay, that sounds like a good idea. King was kind of self-absorbed. They should pray to me. I should be considered like a god. But Daniel did not change what he did and who he was. Right? Long story short, he got thrown into the lion's den. King was sad because...
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, he got thrown into the lion's den. Lions didn't eat him. Right? King went back the next day. And Daniel was okay. God saved him. But I want us to kind of dive in and look at some key points that we can learn from this story. Right? So first things first, we see in verse 3, it says, Now Daniel so distinguished himself among the administrators and the satraps by his exceptional qualities that the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom.
What's a satrap?
They were like a leader back then, kind of like a governor, for lack of better words. But they had leadership positions, and they were going to take Daniel, who was I guess an immigrant, not even an immigrant. He was a captive, kind of thing, and he worked his way up. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Many of us may think, oh, I'm not smart enough. I'm not good looking enough. I don't speak well or whatever. But that is not what made Daniel distinguished from the rest of them. When you look into it, Daniel was an honest person. He worked hard. He showed respect and he was trustworthy. Those are the things that made him distinguished. And what I got from that is, we don't need to be anything special. We just need to love the Lord. Any one of us can do that. Any one of us can have a relationship with the Lord. And when God is changing us, it does set us apart from everyone else, at least from a world's perspective. So Daniel was distinguished. And it's something that any one of us can accomplish in God. What else did we learn here? When someone is distinguished, one of two things happen. Right? Or when someone really loves the Lord, people are drawn to you because, you have that light, you have that je ne sais quoi, the Holy Spirit, right? Right? There's something different about you. But then you also have people that are in the world that will dislike you because you love Jesus so much and you're different. And then we see a classic case of that, whereas the king really liked Daniel because he was trustworthy, he was faithful, he was hardworking, reliable. Anything that this guy did, he did well.
Yeah.
Right? But now here we have the flip side. The other rulers that were competing, right? They didn't like him, right? And he didn't do anything that they didn't like. Now, Daniel was a man that loved the Lord so much. He prayed 3 times a day, right? What can we take from that? Does he think he's more spiritual than everyone else? That was not the case. He loved the Lord, and it was customary for him to open his window and face Jerusalem. And I always wonder why that was. And I did some more research, and I found out that when Solomon, who was King David's son, built the temple, he prayed a prayer that, Lord, if anyone were to face the temple and pray to you, that their answers would be prayed or would be would be answered, right? So I think that was one of the reasons why he opened up the windows and he tried to face the direction of Jerusalem. So it's not so much he's trying to show, hey, look at me, I pray 3 times a day, because that is not a heart that loves God. That's a heart that loves himself. But he did it because he really respected and loved the Lord, and he wanted to have that relationship with God. So now here we have these guys that, oh man, we can't, he's not dishonest, he's not crooked, he's not taking bribes. How can we mess this guy up? Yeah. How can we mess this guy up? And what did they say? They went to, let's go to verses 4 through 7. At this time, the administrators and the satraps tried to find grounds to charge against Daniel in his conduct of government affairs, but they were unable to do so. They could find no corruption in him, because he was trustworthy and neither corrupt nor negligent. Finally, the men said, "We will never find any basis to charge against this man, Daniel, unless it is something to do with the law of his God." So Daniel never hid the fact that he was a Christ follower. Never. Because how would they have known? So the question for us is, one, do we live a life that is, one, trustworthy? No, that we follow after Christ. We have a relationship with Christ that people can't, point the finger at us. Not to say we're perfect. There's a difference between perfect and blameless, right? You can be blameless and not perfect, right? You have, if you do something wrong, you fix it right away. But do we live a life that is blameless? And Daniel lived a life that was blameless, to the point that these guys couldn't find anything. And he had a lot of power. Like, Babylon was a massive, powerful nation, lots of money, right? I'm sure he could have found ways to, line his pockets with gold and nobody would know, right? But he was trustworthy and he was faithful. And there's a very important thing in there. We need to ask ourselves, when people look at us, when people talk about us, what do they talk about? Do they talk about the fact that we gossip? Do they talk about the fact that we swear a lot? Or we're one way in church and a different way in real life? What do people say about? What is our testimony to the world? Here we clearly see that Daniel, and he was a relatively young guy, Daniel was for the most part blameless. He wasn't perfect, but he was blameless, right? He tried to live for God. So they had to find a way to trick him. And the only way they can trick him is by finding a way to trick the king about his God, Daniel's God. So let's see what happened here. So we move on. So verse 10, it says, now when Daniel learned, so they went to the king and they tricked the king to sign this decree. And the thing is, back then, if a king signed a decree, it was law. He couldn't go back and change his own law. So that was it. So now in verse 10, we find out when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened towards Jerusalem. 3 times a day, he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before. So this wasn't something new that all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm going to show them. This wasn't a political thing. This wasn't rebelling against the government. This is what he always did. But he didn't go up and he didn't go to the king and start fretting and how could you do this? And he went straight to God.
Yeah.
Right? In our problems, sometimes we try to fix things ourselves. I'm guilty of that. We try to fix things ourselves when God is right there saying, hey, I'm right here. I can help you. Just turn to me. Lean on me. And that's what Daniel did. He didn't go to the king. He didn't go to the people and say, how dare you trying to trick the king into getting it? He didn't do any of that. He went straight to his room and he prayed, just like he did before. But the cool thing is this time he can actually lose his life for it. But that didn't shake him. And the only reason he can do that without any fear is because he knew who his God was. How did he know who his God was? He had a relationship with him. This man prayed 3 times a day, right? I'm not saying that you have to go and do that. I mean, it would be great. But at the end of the day, what we should take away from this is that he had a relationship with God. He knew who his God was because he was in constant communication with God. So now we fast forward to verse 14. And so now they went to the king, and the kings, and they said, "Oh, that exile that you brought up the ranks, and you want second in command. Here he is, disobeying you. He's disrespecting you. He's not praying to you. He's praying to his God." And now the king realizes that he was tricked, but there's nothing he could have done about it. He even tried to find ways to save Daniel. He was trying to go against his own laws to save a man that was not one of his own people, right? When we are Christ followers and truly Christ followers, like I said, people either really love us because of who we are in God, or they may be jealous of us because of God, right? And because there's that joy and that light. So he couldn't save David, and they ended up throwing him into this lion's den. And we all know the story. He stayed there overnight. The king couldn't eat. He was sad. And he woke up. he woke up the next day, and he hurried over to the den. Daniel, how is it? And there was Daniel, not a single scratch. So Daniel was taken out, and the king he was elated. He was happy. Daniel is alive. His trustworthy, faithful servant, and he saw that his God, which is the God that we serve, saved him. And the first thing Daniel said when he came out is not, "I told you so," or, "Oh, these guys over here trying to get me killed." No. He said, "My God closed the mouth or sent his angels to close the mouth of the lions." He gave the credit to God. Right? So he loved God, and all credit always went back to his God, which is our God. And then what we learned from that afterwards is, which was kind of messed up, is the king realized that he was tricked, obviously, and he took those same guys that made him make this rule, and he threw them in. But not only did he threw those leaders in, he threw in their wives, their kids, right? Their entire family into this lion's den. And what we read is that before they even landed on the ground, the lions grabbed them and decimated them, crushed their bones before they even hit the ground. But not a single scratch on Daniel. So what can we take away from all of this? I learned this from Abe. Takeaway notes.
Chinese takeaway.
1. Oh, sorry. First thing we relearn, and I have 5 points here, so it's not a lot. Our relationship with God has to be intentional, right? Daniel didn't just, oh yeah, I feel like it now. Let me go, pray to God or have communion with God, right? No, he was intentional about it 3 times a day. He had a routine. He made time for God, and that helped grow his relationship. What else did we learn? So that's 1. It said I have here, standing up for God is not always easy. There's going to be people that don't like us, right? But at the end of the day, we should love God more than we care about people. And we see here that these guys schemed and lied to the king to try to get Daniel killed. Now, that's in a very extreme case, but many a times we see in workplaces and school, because you're different, because you love God, people at times will try to take you out, whether it's jealousy or pride, whatever the case may be. But we need to keep our eyes on Jesus. 3, our actions has consequences. Look at Daniel. Because of Daniel's faithfulness to God, the king now decreed throughout the nation that we're going to serve this God. One man changed the course of a nation. Whereas these rulers that try to kill David got their entire family wiped out. Could you imagine that? You're the kid of a guy that's trying to con the king, and because your dad decided to, hey, I'm going to try to trick the king, I'm going to be fed to lions. That's messed up,
Yeah.
right?
Yikes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? And before they even hit the ground, the lions destroyed them. Before they even hit the ground, right? So our actions have consequences, whether good or bad. We choose to follow God or we choose to follow the world. There's always consequences. There's no in between. Mm-hmm. The 4th point, in everything we do, we should acknowledge God. If we do well in school, God makes the difference. We should always try to acknowledge God above everything else. All right? And we saw some examples of Daniel doing that. He acknowledged God in everything that he did. right? And he wasn't afraid to show that he was a Christ follower. And we should not be ashamed or afraid to show that we're Christ. We should be proud. We are chosen people, right, by God. God values us so much. And lastly, God will always vindicate, and by vindicate I mean he would always show justice for his people, whether in this life or the life after, right? God will always bring justice. In this case, it was immediate, where Daniel was saved. That is not always the case. We do know that throughout history, there have been Christians that stood up for Christ and died.
Yeah.
Many of the disciples did. But it grew the church because of it. Because of the martyrs, the church grew exponentially, right? And it encouraged people to stand up for Christ. So sometimes God will choose to go a different route for his greater purpose. I'm not saying that to scare you, but when you have a relationship with God, a lot of those things don't matter.
Yeah.
Right? You're not afraid to lose everything for the sake of God. Right? So those are my 5 points that that I got out of this story. And I hope it encourages us to really dig deep and, evaluate our relationships with the Almighty God. Do I take the time to have a relationship with him? You saying something?
Yeah, and David, like you touched on it a bit, he was very respectful. Like he wasn't like trying to pick a fight at all.
Yeah.
With like this whole disagreement, and like obviously he believed something different, and he was still gonna do what he like he was still gonna pray to God and stuff like that, because like that's what he felt was right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like it wasn't like he put in a huge fight, even when it didn't even talk about like when he was going to the lion's den. It wasn't like he was kicking and screaming. He was like, okay, like I guess this is happening, but he trusted God in it. So like, yes, he disagreed, but he did it in a peaceful way though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely set an example of how to deal with situations like that.
Yeah. And I mean, we saw the same example last week with the 3 Hebrew boys. Right?
Yeah.
They were a little bit more upfront and like, hey, we're not going to, they were respectful.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we serve God.
Yeah.
We don't serve you.
Still another example of God protecting.
But like it was more upfront because like obviously they weren't going to kneel to the thing. It was in front of everyone.
Yes.
But yeah, it's still very peaceful, or in a peaceful way, and very respectful. Yeah.
So my encouragement to everyone is in order for us to have that kind of confidence in God, it doesn't come overnight. We need to put time into reading. I encourage my boys, try to read something every day. Try to talk to God. And it's as simple as, this is sometimes how I talk to God. I am not feeling it today. What's going on? Let's talk about it. That's prayer right there.
Yep.
I talk to God like that. And if I'm going through some rough time, like, I don't understand why this is happening, God. Could you let's talk about it. But I always make sure that I try to praise him, because no matter what we're going through, like we saw with Daniel, when he went to pray, he started off with thanksgiving. Always give God thanks, because it could always be worse, right?
Yeah. Like
always give
count
God
your
thanks.
blessings.
Yeah. And not to mention, we praise the most awesome God. He created everything that we see.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to leave it at that. And we're going to pray, and we'll end with a game. So I'm going to ask Avery. Can you pray for us?
Sure.
She's quiet tonight, so I figured I'll do something.
Dear God, we just thank you for tonight. We thank you for this time together, and for technology to even have the opportunity to do something like this. We just ask that you would strengthen us, help us to take a stand for you, and use Daniel as an example. He didn't kick and scream. He didn't yell. He didn't swear. He didn't curse anyone. He stood up for what he knew he needed to do, and he trusted you. And please just help us to trust you with everything in our lives, with school, with work, for those of us that do work, with our friends, with our family. God, there's so many things that can become worrisome, and we just ask that you would give us peace and ease our minds, and that you would just strengthen us and give us a real hunger to learn from you, and to learn more about you, and just to spend more time with you and pray. We just thank you for everyone who logged on, everyone who's going to see this after, and we just pray that everyone has a good rest of their week. In your name, amen.
Amen.
You would think we were wrapping up there.
Before we go into our game, though,
Yes.
I have the perfect dog for you.
Yeah, the perfect dog for me. Okay,
Andre?
show me the perfect dog.
Okay, there's a story with this. Me, Lauren, and a few other people met up for some ice cream, very safe in a safe way. And
You saw that dog?
yes, I'll show it in a second. But they were in line and they had this like overly fluffy dog, and it was so nice. So this is actually it. It's called a Eurasia dog.
A Eurasia.
That's the breed.
Oh my goodness.
It is. It is a fluff ball.
Oh, it's like a little
cute,
teddy
so-
bear.
I would
Yeah.
suggest that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not too big, not too small.
Can you imagine taking that dog to the vet?
Well, they did say that you need a good vacuum because it does
Yes.
Shed a lot.
shed
Nah,
like nothing
nah,
else.
I'm sorry.
Jocelyn,
I
if you want to get a noof, invest in a good vacuum.
Yes, I mean with most, I guess there's some like the golden doodles that don't really shed a whole lot. So
Yeah.
maybe
Our last dog was a Terry Poo because he didn't shed a lot and he was hyperallergenic because Jocelyn has
Ah.
allergies and he was small.
Right.
Oh, maybe don't get a noof then.
Should be sneezing everywhere. All right. So if you guys have any comments about whether or not we should get a dog, you should send us an email. Send us an email. You guys know what it is, wbicstudents@gmail.com. I will be sure not to look at it because we're not
Wow.
having a dog.
How are you encouraging our youth to actually send us emails if they feel like we're not even going to answer?
Fair enough. Maybe you might change my mind. Maybe.
Well, send some like.
Do you have
maybe-
favorite like dog breeds?
Oh, I had a German Shepherd, a Golden Retriever growing up, and they broke my heart when they died, and I just
He's a softie.
I'm a
ladies and gentlemen.
softie. I'm a real softie. I'm
Just
a big
get like
softie.
a mix of the two.
A mix of the two.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, let's jump into the game. So maybe we can finish somewhat on time today.
We have 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
Oh wow.
Okay.
13 minutes.
1-3.
1-3.
Okay.
And if we keep 12.
Justin is saying, please vote. Okay. All right. So you want to play that lovely music before we play our
Go.
lovely game?
The YMs.
The what? All right, so we're gonna play. I vote yes. Ava says I vote. Okay, Ava, we're gonna have you come over, and you're gonna walk the dog at least twice a week. All right,
For a paycheck.
Oh,
a quarter.
a business opportunity.
A quarter? That's not even minimum wage.
That's child labor.
Wow, child labor.
That's not even child. That's slavery. 25 cents. All right, so we're gonna play a game that we all know and love. Rock a paper scissors.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
It's
Very easy.
classic.
You don't need to be very smart to play this game. You just got to choose wisely. That's all.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air a bit.
Up in the air, yeah.
But, that's life.
Yeah. Cool.
Things are kind of up in the air sometimes, so that's why you pray through it. Boom.
Boom.
He's getting
Like
deep.
Danielle. All right. So let's get started.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So is it going to be rock? Is it going to be paper? Is it going to be scissors?
Shall we go to the first one?
Sure, we shall.
Okay, here we go.
Round one. So we're going to give you guys a chance. Is it going to be rock, paper, or scissors? It's 2 points, and the winner tonight gets a $15 gift card to
Cards.
Tim Cards. Yeah, one is 5, one is 10. To a Tim Hortons.
Oh.
All right, so we have a few coming in.
Yes.
Two scissors.
I choose black hole.
So nothing?
So nothing. I don't know.
Black hole.
Isaiah says, yeah.
Never heard of
it
that.
Absorbs everything.
Oh, I know dynamite. That
Dynamite, yeah.
option.
Dynamite.
But
yes.
that's even
or
worse
grenade.
than dynamite.
Yeah. Well, black hole is like, let's just take
Destroy
everything,
everything
and
out, yeah.
make it go away.
All right, so we have a few scissors,
Oh.
a few papers. Oh, rock. Yeah, okay.
Knife. Oh my
Knife.
goodness.
Leave it up to Xavier. Knife.
I always did like this, where I'd be like, grenade, and then I'd be like,
All right, rock, paper, or scissors. We need some of the leaders in there because if the leaders win it tonight, he says he's joking. My new dog will walk. That's Justin. Okay. If the winners win tonight, that's the second night in a row, and then there's one more night for the leaders to take it. All right.
yes.
All right. So I think everyone's locked their answers in.
And if the leaders win this week, Andy gets a dog.
Oh.
No. Those stakes are way too high.
Do my points count?
Nope.
Let's make this happen, everyone.
All right. So I think everyone's locked their answers in. And what is it, sir?
Here we go.
For 2 points, Skizzers. So if you said rock, if you said rock, give yourself 2 points.
Yes.
If you said scissors, give yourself 1
1
point.
point.
If you said paper, a 0.
Zip.
0. All right. So once again, if you said rock, give yourself 2 points. If you said scissors, give yourself 1 point. If you said paper,
your wife did say rock, so
good for her.
rough.
No rough. All right, next one. Round 2. I can't go skydiving, so she's not getting a dog.
Well,
and that's not why I'm doing
Of
it.
course you can't go skydiving because, like, who would take care of the dog if you died?
Well, she wants
Who would
dog.
take care of his kids?
We have
They're
good
old enough.
I have good life insurance. All right, so round 2. Rock, paper, or scissors?
Come on, doggy. I like this game.
I don't. Team scissors.
Team dog.
All right, Isaiah says paper. Jocelyn says come on, dog. That's not one of the choices. Ember says scissors. Brady says paper. Xavier says C. I don't know what that is.
Scissors, maybe?
Probably.
I don't know,
Scissors.
but please clarify.
Please clarify. Chloe says paper. Jocelyn says paper. Gonna give you guys a few more seconds to lock your answers in. What? Caleb's rubbing his hands very schemishly.
Let's see if Jocelyn gets it right.
Ronan says paper. Cardboard. Wyatt, armored paper. Love it, Wyatt. Love it. Armored paper.
I mean, it's a lot harder for scissors to bite through it.
True. But it will still bite through it, even though it's armored. I choose dog because it sheds paper. Shreds paper.
Shreds paper. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Put rock on. Put rock in a hole. And mishap scissors. Okay. Don't know where she's going with that.
I think we're
So
going.
that's scissors.
I think we're going for traditional answers.
Traditional answers. Okay, I think everyone's locked their answers in. So, what is the answer for 2 points?
Or
1
or
point?
dog.
Or 1 point.
Yeah, or the dog.
Scissors again.
Oh no, Jocelyn. Paper, really?
So if you said rock, give yourself 2 points.
2 points.
If you said scissors, give yourself 1 point. And if you said paper, give yourself a fat 0. All right, let's see what the standings are. And let's get round
Yes.
3 queued up. Because we want to move through this. We want to get out of here by 8 o'clock, hopefully.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Wow. There's not a whole lot of points past 2 points. So I think it's
We gotta raise
actually.
the stakes.
I think the leaders could still be on top.
Well, there's only one leader, Jocelyn.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if Melissa is still
Exactly.
in there. No, I think Melissa might have stepped away.
She's,
She's there.
she has 0 points right now.
No,
No, that's
Oh, no,
Wyatt.
she's-
Oh, that's why.
Wyatt and Ronan are sharing her account.
No, she said 0 points. Like
Yeah.
above those two.
Oh, yeah, Melissa Gibson, yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
she's not really helping. Come
Well,
on.
it's still early.
Team
it's
dog.
Still early. Okay, next one.
Here we go.
Is it rock? Is it paper? Is it scissors? Ava says to leave by 8, you must finish in 6 minutes. Thanks, Ava.
5 minutes. Actually, it's 5
minutes now. By the time I read it, was 5 minutes. Oh, Melissa had to go back to
man.
work. So it's only one leader against all the students.
Oh,
So I think your odds of not getting a dog are pretty high.
I never
should we
recall
just-
making that deal.
Should we just make this official?
I think we should.
I think we should.
Yes.
We got a vote over here.
This is
Yes.
not a
Just to make
democracy.
it official. Do you say yes?
I do say yes.
Okay.
This is a dictatorship.
So it's 2 against 1. So it's official.
Ava's team scissors and team dog.
And Jocelyn, I'm pretty sure would agree too. So
That's real nice.
and your wife trumps you. So
That is true, but not with the dog thing.
eh, We'll see.
No, Melissa did not say that. I accidentally didn't put my name. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's what it was.
ain't that the truth?
All right. Did everyone lock their answers in so far? We have a few papers. We have scissors. Did we get
Few
one
pebbles.
from Jocelyn? Yeah, Jocelyn said rock. All right. So Jocelyn thinks we're going to show scissors again.
Huh? Interesting.
All right. And the right answer is rock. We
Ooh.
switched it up. So if you said paper, give
Ooh.
yourself 2 points. If you said scissors, give yourself 0. And if you said rock, give yourself 1. Uno.
Man.
Uno.
Wait, did Jocelyn said rock? So she got
She
She's
got 1
three.
she
point.
got 1 point.
Yeah.
She's still in the running.
Whoop, whoop. I don't know why you guys are cheering. I'm not getting a dog.
Eh, I
Oh,
don't know.
Chloe's in the lead with 4 points. Way to go, Chloe.
Oh.
I mean, come on. Like, she's not that far off. So
We'll see.
I think you could get a dog.
Maybe not.
That would
All
be
right.
the best youth live stream ever. Picking out a puppy.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, yeah.
Yes.
For
I'll
Caleb.
come
Yes.
with you.
For Caleb.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
probably be at camp,
Yes.
but just come pick me up.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's say this, Avery. If
Okay.
we did get a dog, I will drive and pick you up.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
6
So
hours.
don't hold your breath.
He won't drive you back though.
Because I ain't getting a dog. Yeah.
I'm pretty good with.
He'll pick you up, but he won't drive you back.
That's rude.
That's just rude.
Yeah.
I say that to say this. I ain't getting a dog.
I don't know.
At
she's
least
only
get like
one.
a cat or something.
She's 1 point off.
I'm sorry.
I
Cats are
believe
worse.
in Jocelyn.
Cats are worse than dogs. Not happening.
I believe in Jocelyn.
I'm not a cat person at all.
Get something.
I'll get a fish. How about
So
Oh my
you-
goodness.
Okay, but fish are expensive though. I looked at it.
Mhm.
Me and Lauren were thinking of getting a couple goldfish, and
Yeah.
like you need
They
like a
don't live very
$200 tank.
Yeah,
for
but it's a one-time fee.
goldfish.
You know how much we were paying a year for a dog?
But like
you got to
can't-
feed the
You
thing.
can't cuddle a goldfish.
But I can sit and relax and watch it swim around.
Why would you
Yeah.
do that?
Because I work a lot and I am always busy. Yeah, that's right, Amber. Her mom hates cats too.
Okay.
I like your mom. I'm on your mom's side.
Anyways, here we go.
All right, so what is it going to be? Rock, paper, or scissors? And the correct choice is...
And we have 2 minutes left.
so we'll probably
The
do one
correct
more
answer
round.
is we haven't even started this round yet.
Well, everyone is putting in their answers.
Okay.
I'm Team Jocelyn.
I'm Team Jocelyn too.
I'm team no dog.
You're just Team Andre.
That's right. I stand alone. Like Daniel. Take that. All right. So let's lock those answers in. Oh, they're coming in fast and furious.
Oh, Jocelyn says scissors. Let's see if
Scissors.
this will win it for her.
So she's anticipating that we haven't done paper yet, that we'll do paper.
Hmm.
She's trying to play the game. Let's see. Maybe it's 2 scissors, 2 rocks.
Haven't we
I
done
don't-
paper?
No, we've done 2 scissors and 1 rock so far.
Oh. I made the slideshow and I don't even remember.
I know, I switched it up.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what the right answer is.
Come on, Jocelyn.
I don't know why you guys are voting for her because it's not.
Oh!
man!
The face of a loser.
All right. So if you
Wait,
said
wait.
Yes.
so if this is why we can't finish on time.
She's at 5 points.
So if you said scissors, give yourself 2 points. If you said paper, give yourself 1 point. If you said rock, give yourself a 0. I think we're
I'm-
going to jump right into the bonus
Yeah.
round. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I'm kind of curious what's her name's at. Chloe's at,
Oh yeah.
because she was I
I
think she had
was
the
in the
lead.
lead. Yeah.
Oh, 6.
6. Ooh.
Ooh,
Go
one-
Chloe.
She's
Go Chloe.
1 point
It's
away.
A birthday. It's a birthday.
But it's still a very
Anyone,
close
yeah.
race.
Anyone, yeah.
Anyone could win it.
yeah. So for the bonus
Anyone
round,
could win a dog.
Amber's reminding us it's 8 o'clock. Yes.
Yeah,
'cause-
okay.
Thank you,
okay,
Amber.
Thank you.
So For this bonus round, you guys know the drill. You can put in all your points, some of your points, none of your points. If you beat the slide, I guess, you double your points. If you tie with the slide, you keep your points. You don't double it, just stays the same. But if you lose to the slide, you lose whatever points you put in.
What is
So-
Jocelyn gonna do?
Yeah, let's lock it
Team
in now.
Jocelyn.
So you guys, let's to save time, tell us if it's rock, paper, or scissors, and how many points you're putting in.
Yes.
So rock, paper, or scissors, and the amount of points you're putting
In the same.
in the same
Yes.
thread.
in the same thing.
Oh.
Is that hip thread? Or in the same?
I respect that you're trying.
Yeah.
Wow. The love in this place.
I don't. It's not really a thread. It's just a comment.
Fine. Put it in the comments.
I
guess
mean,
that's a hip
it's the
thing.
same genre of like lingo.
You're getting
So
there.
you're getting there, buddy.
Okay,
You're
thank
getting
you.
there.
Thanks for the encouragement.
I think
So-
I think you just need more. I think you need more self assurance, and something that'll help you with that is a puppy.
no, not at all. All right, so Jocelyn says all in, but she didn't say what it's rock, paper, or scissors.
Oh, come on, Jocelyn, play by
Way
the
to go,
rules.
Jo-
She's
Jocelyn.
thinking it over.
All right, so
I mean,
we
it's
have
high stakes.
it's high stakes.
Yeah.
All right.
Puppy or no puppy?
Chloe says she's putting in 2 and rock.
Ooh, interesting.
Ronan says 2.
Huh.
Interesting. 2 and paper.
Oh.
Isaiah says all in. I do not know how much all in is.
Okay,
and
Jocelyn
rock.
says 5 points rock.
Ooh.
Brady says all in scissors. Ember says all in scissors. Ava says hashtag Andre get a dog. So she automatically loses.
Honestly, though, Andre's been down.
You've been stressed. I
he's
think a
been
dog could help with
stressed.
that.
He has not been.
No, a
he
dog
has
will
not
add to the stress.
He has not been able to remember things. He thought Joshua was not a book of the Bible twice. So I think like we
and,
have
and
to.
a dog is going to help that?
Yes,
He's gonna help calm you down.
He's gonna calm you down.
Nah.
Bring you a zen or whatever you
No.
call
If
it.
No,
you say-
thank you.
Do you like to host?
Host what?
Like invite people into your home and stuff?
Not really.
Because
I'm a homebody.
That could help. I love going over to people's houses where
With
they
a
have
dog?
Yeah, where they have dogs. I'll go to the
Yes.
dog
Oh,
before I
yeah.
talk to the people.
Yeah, and yes, I do like to host. I shouldn't say I don't.
Yeah, you
but
do.
I'm busy all the time.
Having a dog makes people feel more comfortable.
Anyways,
We are well over.
okay.
Amber says stop fighting or hashtagging. All right.
Okay, here we go.
So this is for whatever
All
guys you
the
put in. All
whatever-
the marbles.
Yeah,
All the
whatever you
puppies
put
or
in.
whatever.
If you put half the marbles in or all the marbles. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Oh,
This is
I
it.
don't know.
Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
So
Will it be rock, paper, or skizzers?
Skizzers.
And put in the chat if you think it's spelt skizzers or pronounced skizzers or scissors.
All right. Let's not fight, people. All right. So what is it going to be?
What is it gonna be?
And the right choice is...
We're not there yet.
You know we're over our time, right?
I know. But like they haven't even been able. Okay, like we just got another answer. Like Isaiah just said his answer. What if we're missing one?
Ava says, all right.
Okay, shall we reveal it? I think people have put it in, right?
Yeah, everyone's put it in.
Okay, here we go.
I know it's pronounced scissors. We're just having fun with skizzers. It's
And-
like pterodactyl. You don't say pterodactyl.
Dude, we were doing the drum roll.
Oh, yes, real drum
Come on,
roll.
here we go again.
Oh, I really hope. Oh,
Wait,
Dude.
I want to see what Jocelyn put down.
she said rock.
She did rock?
She did rock.
Ooh,
Okay. Ooh,
Interesting.
rock.
Okay,
Oh.
shall we do
Yes.
it again?
I really want to see what it is.
What is going on here?
Okay, here we go. Boom.
Paper.
Yes.
No, she said
No.
rock.
No.
She said rock, so she loses.
Wait.
Paper covers rock.
Paper covers
Oh.
rock. So, if you said scissors,
First off, let's show a sad face.
I forgot how to play the game.
So
Also, I'm here for you, Jocelyn. / if you need some emotional support, a dog would help with that.
or add to more stress. So if you said scissors, double the amount of points you put in and add it to what you have. If you said paper, you keep the same amount of points you put in.
I think we have a winner, though.
Oh, I know we have a winner. It's not
Yep.
Jocelyn.
And it's not leaders.
It's not leaders. It's
So
going to
one
one
of
of the
you,
students.
one of you is actually going home with $15.
15 big ones. Xavier has 8
It's
points so far.
It doesn't have as good of a ring as like $15 million.
$15 million.
Oh, that was creepy.
That was creepy. Okay, $15. Less creepy. Less creepy.
All right. So far, Xavier has the most points.
Does
Let's
he?
see. Where's Chloe?
Chloe only put in a couple points. So
Xavier has the most so far. So it's either Chloe had 6, so she would have tied with Xavier.
She would have 8 right now.
if she won.
Oh wait, 6? What?
6? Okay, so Xavier so
but
far.
she might have lost though.
Yeah, she might have lost. So
She didn't go all in.
Brady.
No, she just did 2
4.
points, but like she would have not got.
Okay, looks like our
She
winner
did-
is
oh,
Xavier.
She did rock too.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Xavier is our grand winner tonight. Congratulations.
Nepotism. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Way to go, Xavier.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up right now with our memory verse for this month.
Okay, let me just throw it on the screen
And
real
it's
quick.
from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, which talks about faith. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we don't see. Let's do that one more time. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we don't see. We saw that with Daniel, and we saw that with the 3 Hebrew boys. Right? They believed in God. They didn't know if he was going to save them or not, and it didn't really matter to them. The main thing is that they believe in a
Yep.
God that we can't always see, and they stuck to their God. So I
Okay.
want to encourage you guys, have that faith. Continue having that faith. Work on your relationship with God, and you'll see that faith grow. All right? So this is your host, Andre Ross, and
This is Caleb.
This is Avery.
and this is the Rise signing off. And I guess we're not getting a dog.
Yes, you'll get it.
No.
Mhm.
See you guys later. Love you, and keep strong in the Lord.